Ripley's Believe It or Not in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Jared here, and today I'm going to be heading into that Ripley's Believe It or Not located right here in downtown Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Now, Ripley's Believe It or Not has many attractions, Ripley's, all across the United States. So I'm going to go into this one in Gatlinburg because I want to see if it's any different than any of the other Ripley's attractions. And I think what I'm going to do after that is, like, I'll be going to Florida here in another couple months, and I'll be filming the Orlando one to give you sort of a side-by-side comparison as to what they look like. Let's get in here and have some fun. Oh man, there's an elevator. This is gonna be a two-story. All right, scan our tickets and go in, boys. So right off the bat, I do see some similarities between the two Ripleys. We got the giant gorilla made out of tires. Jennifer Lawrence made out of peanuts. Well, you know what? Through the camera, I can see it a little bit better looking like her, but when you look at it just not through this camera, I don't see it at all. Oh, I didn't even notice that before I started looking at it. It's supposed to look better through the camera. Well, it definitely does. Just waiting on our elevator to begin our adventure. I can feel the excitement, boys. Oh, here we go. Spirit of Robert Ripley. Man, this is what we step out into. All right. Yeah, I like the little talking portraits as one of the exhibits. It's a nice touch. Pretty sure that a lot of these exhibits are the same in both places. I think I like, so far, the way this one's presented more. Kamala the Wolf Girl. Legend has it she was carried off by wolves and raised for 8 years before being found. She was then taken to an orphanage where she died of loneliness. Maybe, but I don't think so. I think it's very well done in here. There's a lot to look at and read. Oh dang, man. Nice little view of the third floor facade window here. Look at that. Not a very busy day yet here in Gatlinburg. I'm sure it'll be picking up soon. Supposedly this display has been carved completely from camel bone. I don't know if I believe that, but I'll tell you what, no matter what it's carved out of, it is an absolutely gorgeous carving. And here we have Robert Ripley's infamous Xbox Connect hardware. Wow. I really like this statue. It's called the Devil and the Damsel. As you can see as it rotates, one side supposedly the devil, the other a damsel. It's pretty cool. Look how they did the arms. So she's clutching a book in front of her, and then when the devil comes around, it looks like he's just got his arms behind his back. So not all of this stuff that is on display right here have interesting stories. Some of it is just some of supposedly Robert Ripley's personal collection of artifacts and items that he had collected. Supposedly this statue is actually a coffin. It's a vertical standing coffin, meaning the people that are buried were never meant to be put under the ground. So instead what they would do is get this statue, wrap the bodies up, stick it in the back of the statue, and that's just where they would rest forever. I'm thinking this one's not actually authentic because I don't know who in the world could actually fit in this. Alright, we're going to move on to the next section here. This looks more of a sort of circus funhouse type deal. This section has several very interesting characters, including the vampire woman here. Holy crow. Nearly 100% of her body is covered in tattoos, and she has titanium implanted metal horns in her head. Small and tall optical illusion room. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. Wow. It works! Oh wow, Jimmy doesn't even come through the window of this one. And here you have the real life reference to see what they look like. Not in the optical illusion room. There's There's interesting stories attached to each one of these personalities. I'm not sure if they're all true or not. They're interesting. Up next is a tale of extreme opposites. Here we have Robert Watlow. 8'11", 490 pounds. Holy crow. Look at the size of that man. And then over here we have Tom Thumb, the opposite. Only growing to be 3'4", yet he was a famous celebrity touring England, France, and Spain. It says here he got married in 1863 after amassing an immense fortune. Had an 80-pound wedding cake that was weighed more than the bride and groom combined. Well, this is kind of interesting and gross. This entire painting is made out of barbecue sauce. It's a little bit dark in this room, but man, this attraction as a whole is pretty large. This is kind of an interesting room. It is filled with micro sculptures that you can go up to any of those little microscopes and look through it. And this gentleman over here on the television has sculpted quite a bit of it. He's got a very interesting story. While there's no way I'd be able to show you what's inside the microscopes, here's some other sculptures that he has created. They're little tiny sculptures on top of these needles. I'm gonna head down to the second floor and see what kind of exhibits we have down here. Oh no, this looks like it's gonna be a very interesting room. This room is really awesome, but it's hard to see the attraction. It's pretty low lit, so there's not a whole lot I'm gonna be able to show you. But I can show you this ancient mummy from 2000 BC. I'm not really sure what this is other than just, I guess, kind of cool little things that happen when you push the buttons. That one's pretty neat. Pop it like it's hot. I don't get it. So this little room is interesting. It's got all these little boxes. When you push buttons, stuff happens. But I'm honestly not really sure what purpose it serves beyond just that. And what I mean by that is all the other exhibits have little stories and stuff. These are just kind of, I don't know, not even oddities. Just, dang, look at this, man. This is cool. This is a matchstick sculpture of Hogwarts Castle from Harry Potter. Holy crow, look at this. This is amazing looking. Can't believe all of the detail on this castle. I'm blown away by this. This is a pretty interesting piece. It's called the Mop Lamb, made entirely out of industrial size mop string. It's kind of interesting how extreme the lighting changes between rooms. Like, this is a nice, bright, colorful room. That's after getting out of two rooms so dark I could barely film in them. So it looks like we're going on a cave adventure. While it might be a bit of a tight fit for some people, it's worth coming in here because they've got all kinds of cool little displays. Reach inside. What is it? Please don't be anything gross. Oh, Beaver Tail. This is a fun little illusion. Reach in to grab the fool's gold. Oh no! Now that was a lot of fun. I love those types of interactive displays. Look at this awesome albino alligator. Or maybe, well, I guess it's just a white alligator. Hey, yeah, according to the little display notes, it is definitely not an albino alligator, just a white alligator. I really like the Scenic Display here. Here we go. What's this? Bear hug. There you go. Man, can you imagine coming face to face with a bear that big in the woods? Oh, now we're really starting to get into some interesting stuff. We got a two-headed calf and a two-legged walking horse. Are they real? I don't know. You tell me. Like we might be heading into another darker room. See a bunch of strange animals up here. I'm not sure how they're going to turn out on the camera. Floating water display. Pretty sure the way this is done is just with a strobe. I can see it strobing right now through the camera. So the effect probably won't turn out on camera, but I think it's just they strobe it at a certain frequency and it makes the water look like it's going up instead of down. Oh, here we go. What is this, like the optical illusion room? Now this is quite a fun little room. There's all sorts of interactive displays where you can push knobs, rotate things. I like this place a lot. What exactly is this, Jimmy?
You can rewind or like fast.
Oh, you can spin that to speed up, slow down, rewind videos.
They can even make it go like
very interesting. Well, I guess that's it. It just kicked us out of this elevator and into this arcade. That ended fairly abruptly. Well, hopefully that gives you an idea of what the Ripley's, believe it or not, in Gatlinburg, Tennessee looks like. I wanted to film more, but they were blasting radio music throughout the entire exhibit. Any place you film that does that, it causes a lot of problems when you're trying to upload your video. So I showed as much of it as I could, and hopefully that's going to give you an idea as to what it looks like. So if you've been to the Orlando one, you can kind of see this one and decide if you're ever Gatlinburg, do you want to spend your time doing it or not. So I will be heading back down to Orlando, Florida in a month or two, and I will make sure that I film that Ripley's as well to sort of give you the side-by-side comparison. I do feel like this one is sort of laid out a little bit better than the Orlando one, but a lot of the exhibits are exactly the same, so I don't know. You'll have to make up your mind whether you want to see both or not. But in the meantime, thanks for watching.